welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. As we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, well, we'll be talking about, I don't know what we're going to be talking about, to be honest. Anything coming to mind? Well, I mean, today is May Day, of course. It's a bank holiday here in the UK, so everyone's, of course, vibing off, having good times all around, probably. That's not necessarily true, no, I would say, you know. But yeah, it's a holiday. I don't know really why it's a holiday. I think I've actually looked it up before in a previous episode, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. It's it has some tradition, and I mean, I guess like pagan from a random like far off comment joke I said before, but whatever. Anyway, hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 5 p.m. on Monday, May 1st, 2023. It's around halfway between spring equinox and summer solstice. Earliest origins, Roman Republic era. Sure, why not? I think I've spoken about it before. I don't know if I can really be bothered to do the May Day tour, but I guess we might as well, you know. I'm not really going to think about it much. I'm literally just going to be like, get to point A from point B, you know. We don't need to min-max it anymore, to be honest. Because I'm pretty sure the first time I did it, I didn't min-max it. Like, I accidentally ended up missing one of the things. One of the bell tickets. The second time, I'm pretty sure I min-maxed it. The third time, I think I did again. Or maybe this is the third time? No, this must be the fourth time. Anyway, the fourth time, you know, just like a progression of students as they go through high school. In the final year, you kind of, the fourth year, you can't be bothered anymore. So you know, you're just going to send it basically ASAP. But yeah, we could talk about May Day. We can talk about holidays. We can talk about relaxing times. I suppose there's not really much in particular to say about May Day. I think I brought up like the idea of a Maypole. You know, it's weird because May Day, it's apparently, I suppose, big enough to actually warrant a holiday here in the UK. But at least with my own personal associations of May Day, or like my own experience of May Day, is I have literally never found anyone who actually celebrates it. Like, and by celebrates it, I mean partakes in the May Day festivities. Apart from in like a sort of commercial sense, a lot of times, you know, maybe there'll be like a May Day quote fairground or festival per se, or like some May Day event, you know, May Day drinks or something, which is not really in keeping, I suppose, with the actual holiday, I suppose, not ideals, but events which are meant to take place. You know, with a lot of let's see if I can do this while holding a continuous conversation, so, you know, none of my brain power is going to actual puzzle solving. Because with a lot of May Day, not customization, a lot of the May Day events is end up involving, it is possible. I was just like, wait a minute, there's no bush here. May Day traditional things, I don't really know people doing them, but yeah, again, I don't really know all that many May Day sort of like events which you can actually do apart from the maypole, and I assume there's stuff to do with like flowers and things, but genuinely I don't, as I said before, have not really met anyone who actually partakes in the celebrations of those sort of things, and that might be a bit weird to, I suppose, point out compared to a lot of other holidays, because you're like, well, most people don't really partake in like the holiday celebrations properly, right, for a lot of these holidays, don't they? Things like I don't know, do I have a good example off the top of my head? Things like Christmas, a lot of people just participate in like the commercial side of Christmas rather than, you know, actually partaking in the traditional holiday side with like its with the Christian origins and all that sort of thing. But to be fair, I'd also argue that you could probably find a lot of people in the UK who do actually partake in those celebrations, like the Christian celebrations, I suppose, for Christmas, you know, or any other holiday around that sort of time, you know. A lot of these holidays do have people who actually celebrate like the proper origins, I should say, of it, rather than just, you know, the sort of arbitrary one in the first place. I also feel like we're not meant to dig up trees with the apples or something, right? Something just like, before I did anything, rang in the back of my mind, being like, yo, don't do it. I also, what do you need to make an actual axe? I said to do, ladder. We need, what? I gave us a ladder? Oh, this one's a different one. I didn't even realise. Okay, so I know I said I was going to try and have a continuous conversation, but I actually don't remember what you need to make a ladder, so we need a lot more wood, my word. Jeez, that is a lot more wood. We need 4 hardwood, 2 normal wood, and, okay. Well, I mean, we can't even dig up that tree, so I don't know why we would. Okay, you know, we're gonna have to put a pin in that conversation thing, because I actually can't figure out how to do this. I mean, we could dig up this tree, but we'd only get 2 pieces of hardwood, which seems rather useless. Have I? Is there something I'm missing? This currently seems a little impossible. No, we can dig up that tree. Okay, I mean, this tree looks like the most useful one to dig up. Does it? I don't know if it is, but at least it opens up 2 different pathways for us. So I feel like we might as well dig up this tree. We might not even have access to an axe in this puzzle, but yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, a lot of celebrations out there, I think people don't necessarily celebrate it. I don't want to say the proper way, because I think that's sort of like quite gatekeeping in the first place, but like the traditional way. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who still celebrate like the values or whatever that it talks about, but not necessarily the actual. People don't necessarily partake in the exact sort of. I'm not sure technicality is the right word. The exact things you're theoretically meant to celebrate them for. Like with Christmas, you know, obviously I think most people don't celebrate it in a religious way. If you do, that's perfectly fine, I would say. But I'd imagine most people don't celebrate it in that sense. But, you know, there's a lot of people who do, and a lot of people who still subscribe to those sort of values who don't necessarily celebrate it in exactly the super traditional way. Because I suppose as customs come and go, you know, things change over time, so it's a bit reductive to continuously do things the same way over and over and over again. We can't dig up that apple, because that's actually very useless if we dig that up. We only have 1 apple. Have I messed this up? We have 1 apple and not enough wood to make anything? How have I done this? How are you meant to do this? Because I felt like I didn't have many options, so I must have very much messed something up. Because, okay, I guess we were meant to have 1 extra apple here. Then we dig up those 2 and get 2 more apples. Weird, okay. Can I, like, reset? That's the thing I can do, right? Because I'm pretty sure I've ruined this entirely. But yeah, it's strange to that May Day itself is actually, I suppose, big enough, quite great to have a celebration. And by celebration, I mean a public holiday for it. I need a hint. Acquiring knowledge. Say there's a tree in the way, you got 2 options. Eat some fruit, dig it up, or chop it down. Okay, that's true, but I don't have an axe. Can you reset it? Or have I just actually messed up? I need a tool. have I actually... I actually think I've ruined this. How have I done this? Because even if I dug up that tree and picked up 2 pieces of wood, that isn't enough for a ladder, is it? Yeah, I need 2 more pieces of normal wood and softwood. We don't get to say hi to Rover? There's no way they did this and expected people not to horribly mess it up, right? Am I dumb? I guess we could just go and come back maybe, but... I don't know how we'd even do an axe, to be honest. How does this normally work? How have I messed this up so bad? I'm actually getting quite confused here. Because I thought I did very forced moves, but I have a feeling this move in bottom right was not forced. But, alright, I guess... Well, I mean, this is the only one we can dig up, so maybe there's something I'm missing. Like, maybe I've actually eaten 2 apples. Maybe there's a hidden apple behind it. Because as soon as I dug up that top, not this tree, but that tree, I was like, I felt like for some reason in my mind, I was like, I should have chopped that tree down. But I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't have an axe. Yeah, we still need, we need a lot of wood still, weirdly. I think we're just going to have to leave. I'm sorry, Rover. We just didn't get to see you this time, or am I blind? I might literally be blind. I guess we were meant to save 1 extra apple there. Did we even have an extra apple to save there? I'm not really sure. I think I had to... Wilbur, I think I'm going to have to leave without getting anything. Oh, am I dumb? Am I I want to go home. If you want to do the maze again, please use your rescue service. I don't think I've ever used a rescue service before. It's one of these things, isn't it? Oh, here we go, rescue service. For like 100, I suppose, Nook Mail points, I feel like. Maybe I have used it once. Bit of a jammer. Rescue, sure. 100 miles to reset this entire thing just to not face the embarrassment of the fact I completely failed this puzzle. Yes, please, you can do that. Ready, set, go! Look at that exclusive dialogue. Which I don't think I've seen for years. Rangers go. Rangers? Zap Rangers? That used to be a thing that was in the previous ones. Now it's just called Hero Suit, I believe. Islands be reset. Okay. We're gonna attempt. I'm surprised we can't just talk to you to reset it, but still. Okay, let's not be dumb. Let's not have a conversation about maypoles or whatever, May dancing, you know, eating. I was gonna say eating flowers. That's not right. Making like flower crowns or whatever, because you know. I don't really know if that's actually what May Day is about, and despite the fact, you know, you would have thought I'd learn after, you know, researching it in a previous episode or whatnot, I clearly have not. So we've got, okay, yes, I think we're meant to come back for this apple after we dig up those 3 trees, get 3 apples, right. Okay, so I guess we can go back to idle conversation. Yeah, I don't really know what I was saying about that. Yeah, it's just kind of weird that it's big enough, quote, to get a full day dedicated to it. Oh my god. Which, you know, is a public holiday, which means basically everyone gets a day off here in the UK. Some people are probably still working, of course, you know, things like emergency services obviously still work during these holidays. I hope they get holiday pay. I don't really know. I've never worked in the emergency services industry. Okay, yeah, so a second now I thought I was about to royally screw up, but no, I think this is right. No, is this right? I think I've messed up again. I must be dumb. It's not good. You know, clearly I shouldn't record some Cosmic Express today, Ben, but I also can't seem to jump over this. Okay, there we go. We only get 2 apples here. But we need 1 apple to destroy this rock. What? I've only got 2 apples. Where am I meant to get another apple from? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Oh, unless we use apple to go this way? 1, 2. Okay, so we use apple instead of destroying that rock, which I don't know. Dragon Drift. Instead of destroying that rock over on the left for really no apparent reason, seeing as I didn't actually need to do that, but still. We go this way. Nice. Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of random public holidays here in the UK. It's actually a thing which you might not be as aware of, I suppose, if you're from America, because as I understand it, I'm talking like within the context of school, because, you know, most people that went through school. But it's a sort of thing where, like, well, I say most people go through school, and apparently in America you can actually just like drop out of high school, which is weird, because the more I thought about it, I was like, I've never actually heard of anyone dropping out of like secondary school here in the UK. But and then I looked it up once, and it's to do with the fact that it's like actually illegal not to attend school or something. Right, no, that's the ending. We don't want to go that way. It's illegal not to attend school in the UK, which is why it's not very done. It's not the done thing. Okay, now we get the 2 pieces of hardwood. I see, to get the ladder, to get whatever other things that we might need. I assume it's going to give us an axe. And it'll be what we hopefully need. I don't really know. At some point we need to have a spare apple to get those 2 apples in the top left. I remember on the first May Day, that's what I missed out on doing. I used an extra apple when I didn't need to, and then I missed out on getting the extra apple I need to destroy the rocks to get the bell tickets. Not that it really matters. Not like we're really hurting, I'd say, for... Oh yeah, there's no way we would have to go up there, because we need a ladder to access those apples. There's no way... there's no need, I suppose, for me to actually make bells in the first place, because we have quite a few, don't we? Yeah, what was I going to say? I don't really remember. Mayday. Mayday, Mayday. Excuse me. You jump? I wonder if I ever looked up the history behind why it's actually called Mayday. Like as a distress signal rather than just Mayday as a holiday name. I assume this gave us access to an axe. It did. Oh! I did not realise it was a worn axe. Oh no, did I mess it up again? Because I don't think we have access to another apple. Oh my god, am I dumb? To be fair, I hate to prove myself wrong, but I hate to say I told you so to myself. But in my mind, I was like, something about this tells me I can only use this axe so many times. I was meant to chop this down, wasn't I? Get those 2 apples, and then get the other apples. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry, but okay. We're gonna do this because I'm a perfectionist, and you know I'm not gonna leave you on that sort of note where I've just another pickle. I wonder if you have different dialogue if I continuously keep calling you, huh? But there really should, like, I should just talk to Wilbur and he just resets us. But it seems a little bit silly, you know? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what other things are public holidays for here in the UK. Like, obviously, the big ones are, like, Christmas, Boxing Day. Boxing Day is also a bit of an unusual one, I think. I always say unusual one, but, you know, my sort of, like, frame of reference for what I'm comparing unusual to is just, like, the American viewpoint, I think. Because I suppose that's sort of just, like, oh, my God. The biggest other thing, and if you wonder why I keep dropping it, it's because I'm trying to press down to eat, but this Joy-Con, sadly, these are the blue and red Joy-Cons are slowly dying on me, which is not a good sign, I would certainly say. But yeah, Boxing Day is quite an unusual one as well, isn't it? From a American standpoint, I think it's not one which, you know, people even know about, I think, much in America, but still. But you get other ones. You get like Easter. You get some Easter Sunday off and Easter Monday off. I don't know if America gets Easter Monday off as well, but still. What else do we get off? I don't know. There's been quite a lot like recently, obviously, because Easter was earlier. Now we've had May Day, and then we have like the King's coronation or something is next week. I don't really know. Which is also apparently warrant cause for jubilations. Through the street and town, the celebrations have begun. No, I'm trying to think. New Year, I think we get New Year's Day off as a public holiday. I don't know, but it probably goes inversely as well. You know, it's probably interesting to hear about other countries, like what their sort of public holidays are. You know, I'm sure like Independence Day. I don't actually know if America gets it off. I assume so, but I haven't thought about it. But I think most countries get their Independence Day off. But I suppose that's a thing from being from the UK. We don't really have an Independence Day, I suppose, because you know back in history times it was kind of a it's called the Royal Kingdom. That's not right. The British Empire was kind of doing like a lot of the conquering, and it was kind of a thing which countries were getting liberated from. So you know that just sort of makes sense. Not like in history, I mean like that as the aftermath of history. Yeah, what else? I don't know. What else is a very sort of British holiday? Yeah, the one I can think of is not even it's not an English holiday, it's a Scottish holiday called Burns Night, which I don't even know when it is. I think it's either sometime after New Year's or sometime after like Fireworks Day. Which Fireworks Day, I think I've spoken about before, is also I think quite it must be a British thing because it pertains to treason against the British Parliament. Oh, yeah, or something like that. TLDR, some like group of conspirators wanted to try and blow up the Houses of Parliament, and then they got caught. And then, you know, we celebrate that for some reason every year by letting off a load of fireworks and lighting a huge bonfire. You might be like, what? And the answer is, yeah, I don't know. we just do. For whatever reason. What other sort of public holidays are there? I think we just get random ones sort of like spread out through the year, to be honest. I'm not sure there's necessarily all that much rhyme and reason to them, but still. You know what I just thought about? What if Nintendo made the ladder and vaulting pole? What if they made them like destructible? Consumable even. You can only use them like once or twice and then they get destroyed. It'd just be one of the most insane decisions I think we'd ever see in an Animal Crossing game. Like, I'm going to be honest, I still think with destructible tools, I think it's fine in the early game, but they really should have made the golden tools indestructible, IMO. It's almost bizarre they didn't. Okay, for a second I was like, where is our apple? We don't need an apple, we need an axe. We are not a doctor. Oh, maybe, we are a doctor. But yeah, imagine if a ladders only had finite uses. Anyway, yeah, I've said my piece about it before. Like, basically, long and short of it is, I feel like the golden tools should have been indestructible, because that would be a pretty nice reward for getting them. I don't even know if they have much of a reward in this game. I'm assuming they have the same things as the previous games, where it's just like, oh, you know, the golden net can cast wider. The golden fishing rod gives you more time to like have a reactions to pull up fish, right? Something like that. I don't really remember. Golden watering cans give you the ability to make golden roses. What other golden tools are even out? Golden axe exists. It just has high durability. It should have had infinite durability, but I suppose it's just sort of like, you know, you can see how Nintendo sort of misjudged the situation of Animal Crossing. To be fair, because there was a whole pandemic and everything. I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's got nothing to do with public holidays anymore, but they wanted to make it feel a bit more survival-esque, because I suppose they didn't expect people to play it forever. But I feel like at this point, Nintendo should know that the people who play Animal Crossing are just, you know, mostly the people just playing out a new Nintendo game, or they're incredibly hardcore and play it for far too long, like I have. Okay, we have 3 apples. Is that correct? I think that's correct. Because we need 1 to do in the top left. We need 1 here to actually get out. Yes, okay, that seems correct. And we exchange 1 for 2 to get 3 for the bottom left. Okay, okie dokie. We finally made it to you, Rover. You don't have to wait any longer. I think that was different from last year's. I think they're alternating every 2 years, maybe? Or am I just making this up? I don't really know. Anyway, hello. Ah, so we meet again. Something told me I'd run into you here, but hey, congrats on reaching your goal. So how have you been lately? Oh, it's, dear, right? No complaints here? Could be better. I think I always say no complaints here. Some folks say that life can feel like a series of mountains and valleys. And for what it's worth, you made me happy. I'm glad we ran into each other like this. So since you're here, why not take a moment to climb the top of this mountain we've climbed together? Oh, I know. I'll send a message to your place. Keep your eyes peeled for when you get it to your island. I hope our paths cross again. I'll be seeing you around. Anything else to say, Rover? Were you able to finish a maze like you wanted, by the way? If you want to restart, you can do so by using the Rescue Service app on your Nook phone. Anything else? You know, I think I'll hang out on this island a little longer. I like it here. You do that, Rover. Or we will swiftly take our exit, taking along all the bells with us anyway. And we'll round the episode off, I think, after that. I wonder if they made the shovel actually have infinite durability or not. Because I feel like you can soft lock yourself. No, you can't soft lock yourself, because I think if you save and quit, it'll probably spawn you back on the main island, won't it? I was going to be like, you could probably soft lock yourself in this game if you break the shovel's durability and then also had nothing else which you could access, right? Seems plausible to me. Don't know if it's actually true or not, but, you know, so be it. Yeah, but anyway, public holidays. What other public holidays do we have? I don't know. We just have had a lot, like, recently. Not that I'm complaining, of course. It's always nice to have, but it's sort of surprising, I suppose, if anything. I suppose it's an unusual situation where Easter was quite late this year. I think normally it's in March. Wait, was it in March this year? I don't even remember. Maybe it was late March. I don't know, my memory fails me on this regard. But also, of course, we have a King's coronation and the Queen's memorial. You might be like, what have I felt about that sort of thing? I wasn't particularly invested in the royal family in the first place, so I can't say. I think I'll be lying to say I was like deeply hurt or troubled. I did. Piece of cake, absolutely. I would like to take no, I don't want to take another maze with a spin. What's your flight plan? Time to head home. Head home. Okay. Yes. Get me out of here, you know. No coming back to his Mayday at all. The only thing you could possibly ever do is wait an entire year to play through this grandiose puzzle design over again, you know? yeah, I don't know what else to say to that. So I guess we'll round off this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, oh, spin. Oh, we didn't even do a skid thing. So until next time, bye-bye for now.